My friends, it is November 23rd, 2009. This is the most important video concerning man-made climate change that we've ever made. This is one of the most important video press releases that I have ever released. Last week, hackers broke into a university computer system in England, the chief UN climate center, the main source of information they quote in their different reports. And they released thousands of emails.
Climate scientist has now come under pressure to resign over a series of leaked emails which global warming skeptics say point to a mass conspiracy. The scandal erupted after a research server was hacked into and private emails and documents were released, suggesting that scientists may have colluded to prevent the release of climate data.
This chief United Nations scientist, Phil Jones, over the last 5 years has refused to release any of his data, though it's being used for the UN to call for this global climate tax. And that's one of the main reasons that the hackers obviously went into this system and got these emails, because they wanted the climate data. They wanted to force it to be publicly published, not just a boiled down synopsis, because so much of what is in these reports put out by this university and others has already been proven to be a fraud. And when scientists come out and say, well, your information is a fraud, and we have the actual weather readings from the sources you quoted, they say, shut up, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're paid by the oil companies, we're not going to let you look at our data.
The University of East Anglia is standing by its research and by Professor Jones. And Jones himself thinks that this was a deliberate attempt to undermine the entire science behind climate change ahead of the very important Copenhagen summit on greenhouse gases that's coming up at the beginning of next month. So we'll have to see how this develops.
Not only is this a hugely important story to every man, woman, and child on the planet, not only is it important because it will make or break the global government and could be the beginning of the end of the current globalist system, it is of the greatest import because it's fluid and developing right now.
I'll give you a couple of examples. The word trick is used in these emails to describe the analysis of temperature. Climate change skeptics are saying that they've used a trick in order to suggest that temperature for the last 1,000 years has been rising, when in fact skeptics say that temperature has been falling. Professor Jones also expressed some measure of glee when he heard about the death of a leading climate change skeptic, so that doesn't look good. And really this whole thing has reopened the debate surrounding the science that climate change is based on.
Al Gore's new plan for the planet. It's not his plan, it's the globalist plan written up in the Club of Rome documents in 1991. And they call it a religion themselves. Al Gore in Newsweek says he is the prophet, it is an earth religion. The UN knows we like religion. This is their new Gaia worship religion. Everything is riding on this. World government is riding on this. This is the main taxing mechanism. We've gone from denying world government to it's now openly admitted, and the world government leaders themselves, head of the UN, Ban Ki-moon, head of the EU, all of them are admitting world government funded by the carbon tax.